The one trait I keep noticing in the clients I've worked with, the highly ambitious, the driven ones, the successful go-getters who actually move forward in their life and career, it's not what most people think. In fact, it becomes very obvious when you really see it. The one common trait I've noticed that leads to personal and professional success in high achievers is this: self-belief. And I've been reflecting on this a lot recently, especially after speaking to a number of prospective clients. Because I'm starting to finally see and recognize the patterns and behaviors for what they are. Some prospective clients will say, yes, I enjoyed the conversation. This could potentially help me. I do want to make it work. Or I'll think about it and come back to you. And then either I never hear from them again, or they come back and say it's not the right time, or they can't commit just yet, etc., etc. And look, sometimes they've made the decision that I'm not the right coach for them. That happens. And I'm actually 100% okay with that. But a lot of the time, I know it's not about time or money or even the decision itself. It is about self-belief. Or in this case, the lack of it. Not in me, but sadly in themselves. Because I can share my other experiences where I can almost tell during that conversation that they are eager and they are going to commit. And it's not because they came across as super confident or seemed like they had everything figured out. Most of the time they come to me because they've got a lot going on, and what stands out to me is they're not waiting to feel ready, but they are willing to move even when they're not. And that is the big difference. And this also made me realize something, that even as your coach, as your guide or mentor, self-belief is not something I can give you. I can absolutely guide you, challenge you, support you, but I cannot do the believing part for you. Because at some point, you have to decide for yourself that you are someone worth backing. And I think it is important to clarify this here. This does not mean the clients I work with don't experience doubt at all. They absolutely do. They feel stuck and overwhelmed at times, and they are dealing with everyday challenges, personally and professionally. I mean, who doesn't? But underneath all of that, there is a different conversation happening. It's more like, okay, this is not ideal, and yes, I am facing some challenges here, but how do I give myself the best chance of making this work? And that level of self-belief is everything. And there's actually a lot of psychology behind this too. It's called self-efficacy. And the idea is simple. The more you believe in yourself and your ability to figure things out, the more likely you are to take action, to stick with it, until you actually get results. And it's not because you are better than anybody else, but because you operate from a growth mindset. And that simply means you show up differently. And that's exactly what I'm saying. It's not big, dramatic things. It is in the language and in the behavior. For example, making a decision even when it feels uncomfortable, taking action before you feel fully ready, taking responsibility and ownership instead of blaming circumstances, investing in yourself without overthinking it for weeks or months, and not letting fear stop you from taking action. So self-belief is something you build and maintain daily through the decisions you make, through the moments you choose to back yourself, even when it feels scary or uncomfortable. So if you are sitting on the fence right now, especially about something you know would move you forward in your personal or professional life, maybe this is a question to really sit with. Are you waiting to feel more confident before you move? Or are you willing to move and let that belief and confidence build along the way? The first step is always the hardest. But if you know you are committing to something you already know is good for you, then you will be amazed at how quickly things move and how quickly you can build momentum and see change and lasting results.